Hello, I'm Lisa Miola. Welcome to Just Yoga. As some of you may know, I use a chair to help make yoga accessible and joyful to everyone. No matter what the age and no matter what condition your body is in, yoga is something we can all do. So with that, let's do yoga. I invite you to either sit in your chair or if you choose to sit on your mat or a cushion, either one is perfectly fine. So we will start with palms together. We're going to inhale, lace the fingers. Exhale, reach forward, tuck the chin. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, down. Palms together. Pause. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it together and pause. Stretching through the upper back and pause. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Palms together and pause. So now opening up the arms, cactus wide. And now just expanding a little further back, bringing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale, and just relax. Inhale, exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, relax. Keep it going. And relax. One more for good measure. And relax. Ooh, that feels good, right? All right, so now I'd like to introduce what's referred to as eagle arms. So pay attention because we're going to use this later on in the practice. Okay, so we're going to take our hands facing one another and we're going to bring the left hand under the right. Left hand under the right. Yes? Good. And now we're going to bend the wrists so we can connect the hands. So my left fingers are in the palm of my right hand. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like this. Get it as close as you can. And if your shoulders or your elbows are cranky today, get as close as you can. Or you could connect the thumbs and do butterflies, okay? We're going to reach up, up, up. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. And again, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lower down. So let's take it out, push it to the side. Oh, that feels good. And just reaching the arms down, give me a little side lean. And down, and the other side. And let's do that one more time. And the other side. Excellent. So let's do the other side. So taking the hands, and this time we're going to take the right hand under the left and bending the wrists and making that connection, fingers to palm. So my right fingers are in my left palm, or as close as I can get. And again, that butterfly is also accessible. And breathing in, exhale out. So it's a small move, these eagle arms, but it's a really nice feeling in the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So lower it down, untangle, let's push to the side. And again, sweeping up the arm, inhale, and bringing it down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, give me one more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. So today's practice, we're going to do a vinyasa. So we've done some poses in past videos if you've had a chance to see them. If not, we're going to take the poses, yoga poses, and we're going to connect them together. And that connection is called vinyasa. So it's a flow where we start with one pose, go to the next, go to the next, the next, and then we start all over again. So don't be nervous. You can do this. You're here. So I know you can do this. Okay. If you're sitting in your chair, you're getting up. And if you're on the floor, we're getting up. Everybody's up and we're all standing facing the chair. Excellent. So for those of you who've maybe looked into yoga or read about yoga, you've heard about the sun salutation, which is a specific vinyasa, 12 different poses. So we're going to go through some of them, and I'm going to introduce you to something new, downward facing dog. I know you're excited, okay? So again, we're not going to do everything in the sun salutation, but we're going to do most of those poses. So let's just start. We're in front of our chair. Hips are over our knees, which are over our ankles. Ears are over our shoulders. Our head is light. Fingertips are facing towards the floor. And just gently close the eyes just for a minute. We're in our mountain pose. Just taking a minute to, reflect on how this feels. You're strong, you're rooted, you're grounded. Maybe just check in with how you're feeling before we start this practice. Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling tight? Are you feeling sore? How's your body feel? How's your brain feel? Don't judge yourself. Just take a mental note. How are you feeling at the beginning of this practice? And then blinking open the eyes. Excellent. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So again, the chair brings the floor to us, soft knees. Inhale, halfway up, straight knees. So we're looking over the back of the chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. So we've done this before, so we should feel comfortable. And we're just going to add on, okay? So inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to step back. Right foot, left foot. And we're going to push our bottom towards the sky. Push, push, push. So don't worry about the heels. I don't care if they reach the mat, but congratulations, you are in your downward facing dog. Now, if you'd like to soften the knees, that'll take the pull off those hamstrings. Maybe you want to pedal and gently touch each heel to the mat. Excellent. So this is our downward facing dog. So what I want you to focus on is having your ears in between those arms, focusing on your shoulders. I'm not focusing on the heels on the floor. And now we're going to shift our bodies forward. So we're in this push-up position, this plank position. And then we're going to push back into that downward facing dog. And we're going to step forward. Right foot, left foot. And we've been here before, right? Inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, push that down. So let's do that on the other side. So inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to step back with the left foot and then the right foot. And again, pushing back into our downward facing dog. Nice. Moving forward into our plank. Shoulders are over the wrists. Abdominals are tight. Pushing back into that downward facing dog. And stepping forward. Left foot, right foot. And sweeping those arms up. And pushing it all the way down. And we're in our mountain pose where we started. So let's go through that one more time on each side. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back, right foot, left foot. So we're on the balls of the feet and pushing our bottoms towards the sky into our downward facing dog. Pause. Weight is evenly distributed in the palms, moving forward into our plank. Fabulous. Tight abdominals, moving back, back, back into our downward facing dog. Stepping forward with the right, and then the left, and up. Mountain. One more time on the left. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back, left, right, pushing into that downward facing dog. Shifting the weight forward. One nice straight line. We're going to push up our plank position. Pushing back into that downward facing dog. Stepping forward, left and right. And sweeping all the way up and into our mountain. So congratulations. You have done pretty much all of a sun salutation. There's more to do. It's safer to do actually on the floor, not with the chair. So I encourage you as we move forward, we'll get down there and we'll do that together. But for now, I'd rather you be safe. Okay? All right. So let's explore what can happen along a sun salutation, shall we? Okay. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back. Right foot, left foot into our down dog. And we're just going to breathe here 3 breaths. So again, focusing more on the shoulders, maybe softening the knees. And since we step back with the right foot, we're going to step forward with the right foot. So we're in here, still on the balls of the back foot, the left foot. We're coming up, 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 and we're moving into our high lunge. So the back foot, heel is off the floor, torso is tall, taking our time coming up the thigh. Yogi's choice, where to keep the hands. You can keep those hands right here on your waist. Again, the arms, it's like the frosting and the sprinkles on the cupcake. So you be the cupcake. You want to take one breath with those cactus arms. Explore. Maybe you want to reach it forward and up. That's fine. And now we're going to lower that back heel and we're just going to rotate the body. So we're facing each other and this knee is still bent. That right knee is still bent. We're in our warrior two. So just check yourself, making sure that that knee is more towards the pinky side of the foot and not so much the big toe. Making sure the heel is on the floor in the back, looking over the fingers. Breathing. So this is a really powerful pose, warrior two. Relax those shoulders. Okay, so now I'll say, let's bring the arms down, give the shoulders a break. We'll straighten up that front knee. Bring the back foot in a little bit, couple of steps. Now we're going to take hands are on the hips. We're going to bring those hips to the side. We're going to reach through with the right hand. Reach, reach, reach. Legs are straight. Yes? And we're going to tip, tip, tip. Find the seat of the chair. We're looking over that opposite shoulder. So this is our triangle. So see how we've moved through our down dog, our high lunge, our warrior two, and now our triangle. And if you'd like to, again, play with the shoulders, that's up to you. That's your call. Depends on your shoulders, your balance. You can look forward if you'd like, if that feels a little better for you. And then when you're ready to come out, let's bend that front knee, move back into the warrior two, and come to the front of the chair. Step. Bravo. We have another side to do. So inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back, left foot. Right foot pushing back into our downward facing dog. And again, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Stepping forward, left foot. And coming up slowly, slowly. Making our way up to our high lunge. So that back foot, toes are on the floor, heel is off the floor. And again, you deciding what we'd like to do with these arms. So I'm moving into warrior 2. You'll see the back of me, but I'll still be speaking. We're going to place that back heel on the floor, and we're going to bring the arms out. Looking over those front fingers. And again, making sure that knee is tracking towards the pinky toe. Third breath. Let's relax the shoulders, straighten up the leg. We're going to take this back foot, we're going to heel toe it in just a little bit. We're going to push through, we're going to get sassy on that back hip. And now we'll take the front arm, like we're reaching for a light switch or something. And then we're going to tip down, 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 looking over the opposite shoulder until we find the seat of that chair. Moving into our triangle. 3 breaths. And again, don't worry about the arms. Don't let that throw you for a loop. I don't want to throw a kink in your neck or throw your balance off. Last breath. Lowering the gaze, coming back into our warrior 2 and coming to the front of the chair. So those are our poses. We're going to flow through it now just a little bit faster, maybe 1 breath for each pose instead of the 3. Okay? So don't be intimidated. It doesn't matter if you're coming along as at the same pace I am. I will stop in between the right and the left side. And I will say, pause before we move to the other side. So don't rush. It's not worth hurting yourself. No competition here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. Stepping back. Right. Left. Pushing up. Down dog. Stepping forward. High lunge. Lower the back heel. Warrior 2. Heel toe the back foot. Reach. Tip. Breathe. Warrior 2. Step it forward. Pause. To the next side. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back, left foot. Right foot pushing back, downward dog. Stepping forward, left foot into our high lunge. Drop the back foot, warrior 2. Release the arms, heel toe, the back foot. Reach. Tip. Breathe. Coming back to warrior two. And bring it forward. We pause. So how are we doing? I think you look wonderful. Okay, so do we remember those eagle arms? I hope so, because we're going to work on them now. All right, so remember we had palms facing each other, facing you. We're going to bring that left arm under the right, and we're going to find the hands. Yes? We got it? Excellent. You're halfway to the eagle pose. So this is the top part. We're nice and warm now. We can move our arms up and down a little bit side to side. We're going to take the left foot and bring it over the right. Toe is on the floor. And now we're just going to sit like we're doing chair. This is where I want you. Now, if you feel so inclined and you'd like to flex the ankle off the mat, great. Otherwise, you can keep the toe there. And sitting back a little further as if we were in our chair pose. Bringing up that foot and lowering the toes again. Just playing with it a little bit. There's a lot going on here. A lot for the body and a lot for the brain, right? So let's undo those arms. Let's take that foot next to the other. And now we'll move into our full chair pose. Sitting back, back, back. And bring it all the way up into mountain. Oh, great. So we'll do the other side. We'll even it out. So taking the palms facing each other. Now they face you. You're going to take the right hand under the left. Arms, wrists flex. And then the hands grab each other. We go into that half chair. So we'll make a little different recipe flow here. And now bringing the right foot over the left, toe is on the floor. So I started two different ways. One may resonate more with you than the other. It's a personal preference. Again, yoga is how you feel, not how you look, right? And we're practicing our balance. We're not practicing a yoga journal pose. So easy, flexing the foot up, bringing the toes down, flexing the foot, toes up, bringing them down. Now undoing those arms, unwrapping. And now let's move into chair legs, but bringing the arms behind us for our airplane. So we're looking straight ahead. Head is in line with the neck. Shoulder blades pinch together. Oh, imagine diving into a cool pool. Now that we've built up a little heat, that would feel good, yes? And sweeping the arms up into an extended mountain pose. Just means we're a taller mountain. We're not any stronger, we're just taller. And pushing down. So let's explore another balance pose. It's called dancer pose. We'll do it in pieces. okay? So I don't know if you've ever done other exercise classes and you've had to stretch the quadriceps. Stretching the quadriceps, taking the hand here and stretching back. Yes? Okay. We're going to take our elbow into the hip. When we take the foot, we're going on the inside of the foot, and we're going to hold that foot. We're going to take the right arm with a little bend. And this is where we're going to stay right now. Now we can reach forward a little bit, and maybe we reach back a little bit with that leg. Foot pushing into the hand, and the hand holding the foot. Finding your focal point. And then bringing the arm in, bringing the knee back to where we started, and letting go. Awesome. So let's do the other side. I don't know if you can see how far I'm going with that in the back, so I'll turn a little bit. Okay, right elbow into the hip and just bending the right knee. Find the foot. Keeping the knees married, keeping them together. Bent left arm. And reaching, extending that left arm and gently extending the back. So I'm not going that far. My arms aren't that long. Standing leg is active, keeping you upright and tall. Chair is here if you need it. And sometimes we all need it. Just because I'm teaching doesn't mean I'm perfect. That's why yoga is called a practice. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to that left side, and then we're going to hinge forward at the hips. So left elbow into the hip, finding our foot, reaching forward, lifting the back foot, hinging at the hips. Small move. Coming upright, bring the hands and the knee in and bring it down. One thing to point out, this is not so much a forward bend or a bend at the lower back. It's a bend at the upper back. So it's more like lifting through the chest. So being a graceful dancer, lifting. So even though we're hinging at the hips, we're gracefully bringing up the chest. Right hand, elbow at the hip, finding that foot. Reaching up, extend the leg. I'm hinging forward, but I'm making my chest stay upward and graceful, like a dancer. So even as I hinge, my upper back is not going down. I'm keeping that upward and slightly tilted. And bringing that in and bringing that down. Excellent. So I think that's enough for balance today. What do you think? Okay. So we're going to find our way to the floor. So That spot a little bit wrinkled. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, coming down one knee and two knee. So now that we're down here, I'm just going to go on the side of my hip, the right side. Oh. And what I'm going to suggest, we're moving into our pigeon pose, but I'm going to do this gently. When I first learned pigeon pose, it was very, very painful and uncomfortable for me for many years, until I discovered this easy pigeon pose. So I'd like to share that with you. So we're going to take this top leg and keep it along the side of the mat. And take this bottom leg, and I'm kind of bringing it where my chair is. So both lower legs are bent and we're tall. So we feel a nice little stretch on the inner thigh here and just hinging forward, and I'm barely hinging forward. This is my easy pigeon pose. In the traditional pigeon pose, there's more of a stretch on the hip flexor. In this easy pigeon pose, we're stretching more in the inner thigh, and that's fine. So we're coming off of this, and I'm going to invite you to just kind of bring one knee on top of the other, and our knees are still bent. Forearm is on the floor, and I'm right in front of the chair, and I'm moving into a side plank. So pushing my body upward and then taking that down. And again, pushing upward and taking that down. Maybe we can take the arm up and bring it all down. And maybe we stay here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So I'm actually going to take my body and swivel it around. And we're going to do that pigeon pose and side plank on the other side. So my chair's here, but I really don't need it. So that's fine. I'm going to take this bottom leg, and the front's going to be towards the back of my mat. And then this leg is trying to be parallel to the side of the mat. And again, it's not perfect. I do want you to feel the stretch. I don't want you to feel anything in your lower back. So we're as tall as we can be. Spider hands and just a small hinge forward. And breathe. Coming off of this stretch, a little bit at a time. And then we're putting that other leg under and moving into our side plank on the opposite side. So this is working those side muscles, those oblique muscles. But again, since we're just starting to introduce these poses, I'm going to do it in small increments and increase from there. So we're going to go up on that forearm and down, and up on that forearm and down. Maybe add the arm and down, and then maybe staying up here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bringing that all the way down. Excellent. So we're going to roll over onto the back, and we're going to find our big toes. Maybe grab them with our index and middle finger, and we're just going to spread the legs and give that lower back a nice little massage. So this is called happy baby pose. Maybe it's dead bug pose, depending on where you practice. It's just really nice. And actually, if you ever watch babies, this is exactly what they do. So I think I like it better than dead bug. And then we're going to take our feet and we're going to come a little bit closer to our chair. And we're going to keep our calves and feet on the chair for the Shavasana. Oh, so just relaxing, just letting the hips relax, let the feet and the knees lay outward, palms are face up on the mat, and just taking a nice deep breath. Exhale. And again, in through the nose. Exhale. And then gently just closing the eyes. And just taking a moment now at the end of our practice. Take a notice as to how you feel in your body and brain now. Do you feel proud? Do you feel tired? Do you feel sore? Do you feel strong? How do you feel now? Just imagining you're outside some special place from your youth, looking up in the clouds. It's a beautiful day and the sun is shining. Clouds are puffy. Some are big or small, attached. What shapes do you see as the clouds float by today? When you're ready to move along with the day, let's bring in that right leg and then extending it up towards the ceiling, making some circles with the ankle in one direction and then the other, and lowering it back to the chair. And taking the other leg, extending it towards the ceiling, making some nice circles in one direction and in the other direction. And again, lowering it to the chair. And then taking in both knees towards the chest, grabbing underneath, and just massaging that lower back one last time. And carefully rolling over to one side. And just take a moment to pause here in this fetal position. Feeling reborn. Feeling like a new person, a new version of you. And blinking open the eyes and gently pushing yourself up into a seated position. At the end of every yoga practice, most practitioners will wish you namaste. What does that mean? Have you ever wondered? So namaste means the light in my heart reaches out to the light in yours. And I'd like to add, together, we can change the world. So with that, I thank you for joining me for this practice. Namaste. I'll see you soon.